All right, if you're a developer, you've said it, I've said it, we've all said it. I'll add the README later. Well, today we're going to talk about why that one little phrase can be the most dangerous one in your entire project. We're going to dive deep and turn that thing you always put off into your project's #1 superpower.
Yeah, this one hits close to home, doesn't it? It's that classic developer promise we make to ourselves. But as the author of our source material found out the hard way, later has a nasty habit of turning into never, and that's when the real trouble begins. So what's the big deal? What really happens when you just skip the docs for now? Well, let's look at the real-world fallout. This is a story that starts with a brilliant idea and ends up spiraling into a full year of complete and utter chaos. And here's where the wheels just completely fall off. Weeks bleed into months. You bring on a new developer and they're just lost. They have no clue how to get the project running. Even worse, the founder, the person who came up with the whole thing, starts forgetting how their own code works. Our project that should have been quick and fun becomes this year-long nightmare, all because nobody wrote down the instructions. But you know what? Out of all that chaos came a really powerful aha moment. It's time we all stopped thinking of the README as a chore. It's not homework. It's your project's most essential map, the one thing that keeps you from getting lost in the woods.
Let's really think about that. Your README is the command center. It's the guide that tells any developer, and trust me, this includes you 6 months from now, exactly where to start, how to get set up, and how all the different pieces of the puzzle fit together. It's your best defense against headaches and wasted time.
So how do you know if you have a good map? Simple. Here's your new gold standard. Let's call it the 10-minute rule. If someone, anyone, can clone your repository and have your project up and running on their computer in under 10 minutes, you've nailed it. That's the goal. That's success. Okay, so we've got the why down. Now let's get our hands dirty with the how. We're going to break down what a truly great README looks like, and we'll use a real project from the source material called My Brand Name as our guide. So first, just a quick look at what this project is all about. My Brand Name is a pretty cool tool for startups. It uses OpenAI for AI branding, Supabase for all the database and login stuff, Stripe for payments. I mean, there are a lot of moving parts here. And when you have this much going on, clear documentation isn't just nice to have, it's absolutely critical. Now this right here is just brilliant. Look how clean and simple that is. A basic table that lays out the entire tech stack. Anyone looking at this knows instantly what they're dealing with. No digging through files, no guessing games. It's professional, it's clear, and it makes a fantastic first impression. And here it is. This is the absolute heart and soul of a good README, the Quick Start Guide. Just a simple numbered list of commands. This is your roadmap to hitting that 10-minute rule we just talked about. If you get this part right, you are already way ahead of the game. Okay, so the project is running. Now what? The next question is always, how do I actually use this thing? And this table is the perfect answer. It shows a few key API endpoints so a developer can immediately start playing around, testing the app, and understanding what it does. You're not just telling them, you're showing them. And that saves so much time. All right, we've seen what to do. Now let's talk about what not to do. Let's cover some of the most common, easy-to-make mistakes that can totally tank your project's credibility, and more importantly, how to sidestep them.
First up, and this is a big one, security. Please never, ever hard-code your API keys directly into your code. Pushing that to GitHub is basically leaving your house keys under the doormat for the entire internet. The fix is super simple, and it's standard practice. Use a .env file for all your secrets, and then add that .env file to your .getignore. Done.
Next up, usability. A project with no quick start section, it's like a door with no handle. You're just asking people to give up and walk away, and they will. If you want anyone, a potential boss, a collaborator, anyone to take your project seriously, this section is completely non-negotiable. And finally, let's talk about telling your project story. If you don't use versioning, it's impossible to track what's changed over time. Using semantic versioning and keeping a simple changelog shows people that you're organized, you're professional, and you're serious about maintaining your work. It builds a ton of confidence. Okay. We have covered the why, the how, and the what not to do, so let's bring it all home with a super practical checklist you can use right before you share your project with the world. Think of it as your final quality check before you hit publish. The most important thing here is that you have to do this yourself.
Become your own first user. Does the login actually work? Do the APIs give back the right data? And the ultimate test, follow your own quick start guide from a fresh clone. If you can't get it running in under 10 minutes, nobody else stands a chance.
And we'll end on this powerful piece of advice from the author, because it really says it all. The README isn't the last thing you do when you're tired and just want to be done. It should be the very first thing you do. It's the foundation of a good project.
So I'm going to leave you with this question to think about. For your very next project, what's the first thing you're going to write in that README file? Will it be the high-level purpose, the tech stack, or that all-important quick start guide? Whatever you pick, you're already thinking like a pro.